I got it.
I don't know what's going on, and I think he's trying to like do the intro.
That's how your show starts, right? I listen to the Garlic Boy podcast, and you should too. Welcome to the Garlic Boys Takeover. I'm Shawnio, your new best friend. And since this is still the first 15 seconds, I would like to tell everyone that you need to support these fine young gentlemen because they are trying everything that they can. They are loving their craft. They are beautiful at it. And you need to support them because they are too selfless and nice to ask you themselves. So I am going to ask you, please follow the Garlic Boys podcast. And also follow me. But that's you already do.
Secondary. That is secondary to this.
It's fine. Everyone's gonna follow me eventually. Hi, nice to meet you. I'm the second coming of sorry, this is what a show?
we have intro.
You asked me to be on.
Welcome to the Garlic Boys podcast, where we treat friendship like a good recipe treats garlic. We're your hosts. I'm Connor O'Connor.
and I'm Max Tennyson. Ben,
you're Max Tennyson. Can I be heat blast?
Ben, do your chores before you turn into forearms.
Gwen. Quit bossing me around.
And our special guest this week is the Firelord themselves, Shawnio.
Bow down before your maker, children, and I might be kind of nice and give you like a little candy or like a little sucker or like a little lollipop or something, just if you're good.
I'd like a lollipop.
That was like almost King Julian.
In Australia and probably all kinds of other places, I just know a lot of people in Australia, they call candy lollies.
Lollies.
They all have a bunch of lollies when they go in this store. They get a little packet of lollies.
In Britain, and probably in Australia too, because Australia also has funny words. They call popsicles ice lollies.
I know.
I don't know if that's true. I
promise you it is. As someone that's an avid...
No, it sounds super true.
I'm an avid consumer of British shows. They call them ice lollies.
British. It's like...
mate, you can't come over here and tell me I'm not British. You can't come over here and tell me I'm not British.
Smashing day for a pint, isn't it?
It's a smashing day for a pint, bruv.
I think in Europe they call sprinkles like hundreds and thousands or something like that.
I'm not up, I'm down.
Huh?
What?
You said I'm up. I'm not up, I'm down.
Who's up?
No, you're up.
So that's been our show. Thanks for listening, everyone.
That's it. Thank you for coming, guys.
We don't have anything else that we could possibly do that'll be funnier than that joke. I mean,
I don't think it would be very clever though to stop before we hit, at least 30 minutes.
Oh, nice transitional word. Scooping clever there, putting it randomly in a sentence. I wonder what's going to happen next. Star wipe.
We don't have a clever boy quiz this week.
Oh,
we have a clever person's quiz.
Matt,
I'm a clever person.
Matt, you were supposed to do the quiz this week.
I'm supposed to do the quiz this week?
Yeah, Matt, you were supposed to do the quiz this week.
I'm supposed to do the quiz this week.
We talked about this, and Shawn was here. You were going to do the quiz.
This is news to me. This is entirely news to
Connor told me that Matt was supposed to do the quiz.
Matt,
now it's 2-on-1, I see.
Matt, why didn't you do the quiz?
I didn't do the quiz because you did the quiz.
Why do you feel like we're ganging up on you? This is not like a we're ganging up on you thing, man. It's like you were supposed to do the quiz. You've got a job to do. This is a 2-person company. I'm a guest here. I'm sorry, I can't.
Actually, you know what? Now that I think about it, I'm pretty sure Shawn was supposed to do the quiz.
Shawn was supposed to do the
Oh
quiz?
man.
I think I remember talking about it. I think Shawn.
Oh man, I
was supposed
really
to do
dropped the
quiz.
ball, guys. I don't know what to do. Oh man. Okay, I got a question for you though. Might not be a quiz. Might not be a quiz, but I got a question for you though.
37.
What do you think? What do you think is the best epic rap battle of history? Go.
The best epic rap battle of history.
I have done a lot of research recently, re-listened to all of them. By the way, this is like one of my hidden talents. I know like every single word to every single epic rap battle of history, and I peeped you guys talking about it in an episode. I was like, I got to bring this up to these dudes. I went back through and I figured out what I think are like the top contenders for best one, and I think I've decided what is the number one epic rap battle of history based on just pure enjoyment, outsider perspective, lyrical analysis, just overall greatness of content of song. But I want to hear your opinions first.
Right. I want to go a little bit outside of the scope of the question, just a tiny bit. Mostly because I've never seen a single epic rap battle. However, I have seen the Doritos commercial with Peter Dinklage and Morgan Freeman. And I think that counts because it was an epic rap battle between the two.
Neither one of them rap in that.
I'm almost 100% positive there is a rap commercial with Peter Dinklage and Morgan Freeman.
There might be rap music behind them, but
no, they rap.
Is it extremely off-brand to have Matt watch like one of these videos? I've got the one just to see what he thinks of the whole thing. It might start a rabbit hole thing for this dude. I think this is right on brand for this guy, based on just what I know about him.
Which one do you want to send him?
Well, I was gonna say I've got kind of a handful of what I consider to be the best, like the top 5, but overall, the number one epic rap battle of history, in my opinion, is Luke Skywalker versus Harry Potter.
Honestly, with how little Matt listens to and watches movies, that's probably the only one he'll get the references for.
Right. Ouch. Well, that one's, it appeals to the mass.
They're not rapping in this. They're lip syncing to Rap God.
They're literally okay. Hold on.
Plus, this one is animated entirely out of Lego, and I find that very artistic and interesting.
Anyways, sorry for that slight detour. We just proved that I was correct and Matt was wrong. And so what that means is that we also have to do another round of where Matt is wrong into this week's quiz.
Booyah.
Yeah, that's right. I lied. I have a quiz.
And Connor made the quiz, and Matt and Shawnio didn't know that there was a quiz. We just played along early. What? You guys don't watch CSI?
No.
We just got a theme song, and none of y'all were prepared for it. Shawn, we will get to your question after this, but I want to throw Matt off his game because now he's sad, so let's make him sadder.
I'm okay, excuse me. I'm never thrown off my game because I'm always on my game. So
the name of this week's quiz is
it Vegan 3.0?
I listened to Vegan 2.0. It was astonishing.
The name of this week's quiz
yeah.
Why would you do this to my cabbages?
You need to back up from your mic a little bit. It's still not picking you up. It's just too loud. Cabbages. That's good. That's perfect.
We're doing an Avatar quiz.
All right.
What's going to happen here is I'm going to give you each a question.
Oh boy.
If you get it right, you get a point. If you get it wrong, your opponent will have the opportunity to steal a point.
Okay.
This will either be really impressive on my part or my greatest shame.
Same.
But if you steal a point. If you attempt to steal a point and you get it wrong, you lose a point.
Right. So how are we doing? Like, are you going to ask each question like to each person at a time, or are you going to?
I'm going to ask you a question, Matt. You're going to
Okay.
give me an answer. If it's the correct
Right.
answer, you get a point. If it's the wrong answer, Shawn will get the opportunity to answer.
I see.
If they get it wrong, they lose a point as well. Person with the most points at the end of the game wins.
Am I allowed to decline to answer if I have the opportunity to steal in order to not lose a point?
You do not have to steal. So if you abstain, you do not lose a point because you have not
Understood.
attempted the steal.
Understood. It's
If
a
you have not
nice
guessed-
little game you've created here, Connor. I understand the rules and I'm ready to participate. Please, the first question.
Well, I have to tell you the theme of the quiz.
Oh,
If you haven't guessed it at home, the
of
theme
course.
for this quiz is Avatar: The Last Airbender, the entire universe.
I love
Entire-
love
So
that
not
movie.
just the first first 3 seasons, all of the lore within the Avatar universe.
which
talking-
includes the live action movie.
We're talking Korra. We're talking Kyoshi. We're talking the Yangshin, even though it just came out.
Hey, Shawn, you're out of 10. Okay.
We need at
I
least a
know
2.5.
Avatar.
Yeah.
So it goes all the way from Avatar 1 all the way up to what we currently know about Korra. Okay.
Nice. All right.
All right, Matt. Question number 1.
Number 1.
How old was Avatar Kyoshi when she died?
I don't like that question. Do I have a range, or do I just have to know the exact age? I probably have to know the exact age.
How old was Avatar Kyoshi when she died?
Right. I don't believe Avatar Kyoshi was. Shoot, Connor, this ain't fair. 37.
Final answer?
Final answer.
Shawn, would you like to steal?
Dang.
Yeah, I would. I don't. So this is gonna be I think I know the exact number, but I'm gonna shoot for somewhere within the 200s. I'm pretty sure it's like 220, but I'm gonna shoot for around 200. Like I know she was over 200. She's the oldest Avatar to have lived.
Right.
So I was looking for the exact answer.
Okay, so 220 is what I'm gonna go for.
Alrighty, that is incorrect.
Bruh.
Avatar Kyoshi was 230 when she died.
Nice. I honestly couldn't remember if she was like really, really young when she died, or like really old.
She was 230 years old when she died, not 220. I am truly defeated. All right.
Well, let's see if you can win yourself back. Shawn, your first question.
Yes.
How old was Toph in her first appearance? How old was Toph in her first appearance?
I want to say she was 12.
Final answer.
Yeah, because I'm pretty sure her and Aang were the same age when she joined up with the group, and that was it depends on what you're talking about, but yeah. For first appearance for Toph Beifong, I think she was 12 years old.
That is correct.
Nice.
Bruh.
Toph was 12 years old when she was first saw.
Yeah.
And even if you're including Aang seeing her in the swamp, she was still 12 years old.
Okay, that was what I thought the speculation was going to be. I admire you. You're great.
Alrighty. Matt, question number 2.
Number 2. I got this.
Whew.
What was Iroh's nickname?
The Dragon of the West.
Final answer?
Final answer.
Yeah, that's right. By the way, do I have 1 point now or do I have 0 points now? Because I lost a point, but I didn't have a point to lose.
You're at 0 points. So it's
Okay.
total, and I'm keeping track of what both of you got. So Matt's at -1, and you're
I'm
at
at 0. Heard.
Oh, so
Well-
we lose a point if we get it wrong?
Yeah.
Or I thought it was
Yeah.
just if we tried to steal and we got it wrong.
No, if you get it wrong, you lose a point.
Oh,
Uh,
No, Matt's right. I confused myself. I'm sorry.
Okay, well,
So you're both at 0, except Matt just got his question correct, so he gets a point.
yes, I did. Ages are not my thing. Other stuff
Yeah.
is my thing.
Iroh was known as the Dragon of the West because he could breathe fire from his mouth. I also would have accepted Uncle.
Mushi. Oh,
He was Uncle Mushi or Mushi.
Yeah.
Yep.
Mushi was his name while he was in the Earth Kingdom.
my
That
name is
correct.
Lee, and this is my uncle, Mushi.
Mushi. You should have gone with Lee. There's hundreds of Lees.
There's a million Lees.
Already, Shawn. Question number 2. Name all of the canon sub-bendings for each
Oh, that's
bending
horrible.
type.
That's so many.
What? I mean, okay. Well, first of all, you've got fire bending, which has got lightning bending as a sub bending, but you've also got heat bending and gas bending, which is only seen one time in the Avatar and the Firelord episode when Avatar Roku and Firelord Sozin are fighting against the volcano, and Firelord Sozin, not Avatar Roku, Firelord Sozin, only a firebender bent the gas out of the volcano, and that's just fire bending. And then we go, oh, and you've also got combustion bending, which goes into fire bending and a little bit of air bending. With air bending, you've also got spirit bending or energy bending, depending on what they call it. Water bending's got swamp bending. You've also got northern water tribe bending and southern water tribe bending, which are drastically different things depending on who you ask. They've got healing. They've got blood bending. They've got like spirit healing bending too with water bending. And then earth bending's got like seismic sense, I'm gonna call it. Metal bending, lava bending, all kinds of stone bending, obviously. I might be missing like 1 or 2, but I think I got most of the majority ones.
I'm going to say you're missing one big one.
Oh, man. Okay. Flight?
Okay, so Matt, if you can name the one that they're missing, you
No,
get the point.
wait. Was that it? It was flight. Flight was the one I was missing, right?
I'm gonna say it's not flight, because that's just air bending. I'm gonna say
not necessarily. Only 2
Shawn,
people have ever been able to.
Shawn, let him finish. Let him cook. This is for stealing the point here, Matt.
right. So if I miss, I lose the question. So okay.
If you get this wrong, you lose a point.
Right. So the thing I'm debating here. The thing I'm debating, they didn't say ice, and I don't know if that is technically water bending or if it is a sect of water bending, which is specifically.
That's what I meant when I said northern water tribe.
Okay. Okay. Can I elect to not steal the point?
Yeah.
I'm not going to steal the point.
All right. So that is an incorrect answer for Shawnio.
What am I missing?
You were missing flight
I said flight.
after the fact.
No, I definitely said flight before you said Matt. If you could pick. Okay, that's fine. That's fine.
Give me 1 second. Sorry.
No, you're fine. I can see. We're good. He said, Matt, what is Iroh's nickname? Shawnio, name every type of sub-bending in the entire universe.
I was kind of expecting.
Actually, you don't get it because you missed one, even though you said it after the fact. Oh, hi, Connor.
I was actually kind of expecting him to say like there are bending types that are like subsets of like bending, like metal bending. Can you name another or like another two? I was not guessing that he was going to say name all of them.
So all the answers I had written down were lightning, lava bending, metal bending, blood bending, ice bending, flying, energy bending, and combustion bending. So there were a few extra things that Shawnio did say, but flying and yes, you technically said Northern Water Tribe bending, but you also didn't say the ice bending.
Okay, that's fair.
Which is one big thing I was looking for.
Yeah, that's fair.
Alrighty. So that was your second question. So we're on to Matt's third question.
Matt's third question.
It's a name question. You love these.
Well, no, I don't.
Name all three of Aang and Katara's children.
Oh shoot, Aang and Katara. Okay.
I'm done. I am done. What's that? You want an easier question? What is Aang's name actually? Just what is Aang's
Actually,
name?
if I'm being 100% honest,
Aang. That guy.
If I'm-
What's his name?
if I'm being 100% honest, I've seen Korra through once. I've seen Avatar through at least 30 times.
Korra's solid, dude. It's solid.
Oh, absolutely. I love it. I know one of the kids' names. I do not know the other two.
Well, the one I'm assuming you know
Is Boomy.
Oh, that's the one you know. Okay.
That's the only one I know.
Okay.
So, yeah, no, I can't answer it. So I guess it's a deferred to Shawnio.
I would like to steal if possible.
Please do.
Go for it.
Their children's names are Tenzin, Kaya, and Boomy.
How did I forget Tenzin?
Final answer.
Yeah, that's my final answer.
That's correct. Matt, I thought Tenzin was going to be the one you remembered.
I mean, there's some theorists that think like Zahir was one of their kids, but I think that's lame. So
Zahir is definitely not one of their kids.
No,
but
I don't know either.
Boomy, of course, was named after Aang's childhood
Boomy.
friend, King Boomy. Kaya was actually Katara's original name before the show was in development. Later became Katara's mom's name. And Tenzin, of course, was Korra's airbending teacher. I don't have a fun fact about where his name is from. But
Tenzin's name is derived from the current Dalai Lama, Tenzin Gyatso, who is also where Monk Gyatso gets his name.
Yeah.
I did know that, and I completely forgot it. Thank you for filling in my gaps. Number 3 for Shawn. What are the names of Korra's cousins? Season 2 of Korra, we meet her uncle, who's the main antagonist.
I'm trying to think if she's got more than just oh man, what are their names?
I know. I hope you know this.
Because Unalaq is the guy, and then Unalaq's got the kids that are both voiced by Aubrey Plaza.
Only one is voiced by Aubrey Plaza, actually.
Okay, one of them's voiced by Aubrey Plaza. Their names are. Oh man, something like Desmond and something like that. Can I phone a friend?
Are you just going to ask Maddie?
I'm literally going to turn around and ask my wife.
Matt, how do you feel about phoning a friend?
No, absolutely not.
No.
Okay, sorry, Matt said no.
Tell me why no.
Yeah, because it's not Who Wants to Be a Millionaire?
That's
Okay,
fair.
That's fair. It's not Who Wants to Be a Millionaire. It's the Garlic Boys podcast, and you should listen to all of them. Go and listen.
They're already this far. They're listening, Shawn.
Listen, I like to make sure everyone knows. I want to be your guys' number one ally, so that I can help.
Ally.
I could help out and be your friends. That being said, my
Why don't you
answer
help me
to
out
the
and give an answer
question,
here? Yeah.
my answer to the question is I'm gonna be pissed when I figure out the actual answer. But excuse me. But I'm gonna go with Juno. No, I'm so wrong. Oh, I'm so wrong, aren't I? You know what their names are. God, you suck. Okay, no, I actually I'm gonna pass.
All right, Matt, would you like to take a crack at it?
I am going to because I think this is right.
Okay.
But I'm so terrified it's not. I believe it's Eska and Desna.
That's exactly right. Yep, he's right.
That is
That's it.
100% correct.
Oh wow, it's Eska and Desna.
Matt can
You-
remember that, but could not
Well,
remember.
I
Shawn-
said it's
the
like
said
Desmond or
character
something.
of the Korra series 10
Shawnio,
God.
Shawnio said Desmond, and I was like, I know that it's so eerily close. And then I was like, Desna, but what was the other one?
God, I'm
And
so
then it just came to me.
Desmond, the
Eska,
Moon Bear.
yeah.
How did I
How did I get here? The end.
The end.
So that is a steal of a point for Matt. Let's move on to Matt's fourth question.
Question number 4.
Can you name the 4 original benders?
Bruh.
The 4 original benders. Okay.
Also, Matt, instead, why don't you answer this question? Can you name the 4 elements? Actually, just name one of them. Name one
Shawn,
and we'll accept it.
Shawn, you can't keep getting upset.
Oh, I can't keep getting upset. We're telling me my feelings now. That's a little homophobic. I am your guest, sir, and I would like to hear Matt's answer to the question before this gets a little ugly. Thank you very much.
You already got a little ugly when I joined.
I think you're not bad looking, man. I think you're a little too hard on yourselves. You got a pretty nice looking beard. Those glasses do wonders for your face. And that beanie, whew, I bet I just get a whiff of it, you know?
It stinks because I never take it off.
Well, you know what they say about long hair people. They've got long hair.
Matt, do you have an answer to the question?
I've been stalling for him because I was stalling during the Eska and Desna question. So, like, this has bought him enough time to definitely give an answer in 3, 2,
okay. So I have
1.
I have 3
Matthew.
quarters of an answer.
Okay.
I cannot for the life of me think of what the original waterbender was.
Oh,
What the heck? Okay. I will name you no, should I even name them? No.
yes.
Shawn,
No,
Yes.
Go for it.
We are taking a quiz to flaunt the things that we know, sir. Please don't let me take the entire answer away from you. I'm gonna get the point. You should get the praise.
Dragons were the original firebenders. Sky Bison were the original airbenders. Badger moles were the original earthbenders. And the freaking water.
I'm going to give you 5 more seconds to think what the waterbender is.
And it is
5,
going to upset you when
4,
you don't.
3,
Okay. I'm going to say
2,
this just to give an
1.
answer. Twee and Law, the 2 fish, but I don't think that's right. So
I am going to argue that it is correct because that's the sun and the moon. That's the moon spirit and the ocean spirit. That was going to be literally my answer. The moon was the original waterbender, the moon and the ocean. And I'm going to argue that that was a correct answer.
Okay, so I don't want to give you that point.
You should.
Because in the show, they say the moon is the original waterbender because they learned how to waterbend from watching it move the tides. But if you're going to make the argument that the fish are the moon and the ocean spirits, you're not wrong, and I hate that you're right. So that's a point for Matt.
Yes.
I was
Oh
about
my
to
gosh.
say, so like where we at?
I was like looking for a physical thing. I didn't even forgot about the moon. What the heck?
That's rough, buddy.
I hate that. I hate that you just said that. I got the question right, so it's not rough. My
I was
girlfriend
really
turned
hoping-
into the moon.
I was really hoping that you were going to be like, I just can't think of one. And I was going to go, that's rough, buddy. Shawnio, do you have one? Like, it was going to be such a perfect transition. Alrighty. Number 4 for Shawnio.
4.
Forgive me if I am mispronouncing this word. As many of you remember, I am dyslexic, so I'm just going with it. How many Jungs are there in earthbending?
How many? What?
I believe you mean. Wait, can you spell the word?
I believe so. I wrote this very terribly. So it's either Jing or Jung.
Jings.
Yes. Sorry. Let me
Well,
do that again.
Well, first of all, you've got your. There's a lot of jings. Positive jing, neutral jing, and negative jing. No, there's positive jin, neutral jin, and negative jin. But what a jings in Earthbender? Jing?
That's how they spell it. So
Jin?
what you're referencing is correct, but
Okay.
it's spelled that way.
There's I'm gonna go with so he said Aang goes, there are 3 jins, and he goes, well, actually there are 35, but we'll just talk about the 3. 75, 85, 75, final answer.
Matt, would you like to steal?
I would not like to steal because I'm not confident in this.
All right, so I'm going to count that as a lost. No,
Oh gosh.
that is a wrong answer from Shawn, and if I remember correctly, that's not a lost point because
No.
you didn't try to steal it. Okay.
What?
There's
Matt,
a stink bug in here.
Oh, I thought you were just realizing you're in the wild, wild west.
No.
Oh God.
Oh, I'm here.
No, I can't
Okay.
tell you how much I hate stink bugs. and
Okay,
they-
Shawn.
Actually, you've told me before. It's a lot.
Oh, I don't
Yes,
wanna-
I'm Shawn with the EO at the end.
I need you not to yell at me.
Okay, sure.
Oh boy.
It's 85.
Ah.
You said the answer, and then you were like, "No, that's wrong," and then changed it to 75. The
Fair
answer
enough.
is 85.
There. That's how you lose a point. That's how it works. Fair enough. I got this entire thing of mixed nuts, and it had 1 macadamia in it.
That's absurd.
It's so absurd. I'm upset.
I know who eats macadamia nuts.
Me.
Definitely not Connor.
I love me a macadamia nut, man. I pop them up.
I really like
Actually,
them in-
we have no evidence that I can't eat macadamia nuts, so I think I should try it.
I don't.
All right, we are on to the last question for both of you.
Ooh, okay.
I'm going to give you a score update.
Okay.
Matt, you have 3 points.
3 points, baby.
I think I've got 0.
And the self-proclaimed superfan, the Firelord themselves, has 2 points.
Oh ho.
Oh, so what? So what? Is this what this was? You brought me on here to ridicule me in front of all of your fans because what? What? Because I have more because I have more followers than you?
No, honestly, this was supposed to be you wiping the floor with Matt, and I am surprised that we are where we
Dude,
are in this.
That hurts.
Yes.
It was supposed to be. Oh, okay, neat.
This is wild that we're here, but we're here. So
I'm thinking this last question's what, worth 4 points? I think so.
well, no, you still have the opportunity to steal if Matt doesn't know this. So you could take the win
No.
with
By
this.
getting my question and your question right.
Correct.
Okay. Okay.
So, Matt, your final
Yeah.
question.
Mhm.
How many avatars have been named in canon?
That's a
Oh.
good question.
Lord, that is a great
That's
question.
it's a big question.
I'm gonna count them. All right. I know Korra. I'm gonna go backwards. Korra. I know Aang. I know Roku. I know. With Kiyoshi. Thank you. I just totally blanked on her name. Yang Chen. Koruk or something like that. The waterbender one. And as far as I'm aware, that's it, except for the original one that you literally said his name earlier. But I honestly am blanking on the name right now. That one. Number 1. Do I have to actually name him, or you just said how
Tell
many?
me the number.
Oh, okay. You just need the number. Okay, I'm sorry. Let me recount. So Korra, Aang, Roku. Sorry, I got like 2 hours of sleep. Roku, the other one, and the other one. So that is 7.
Final answer.
Sure, final answer.
That is correct.
I was gonna say he's either correct or close to correct. Yeah.
So it's Juan
Juan, thank you. Yeah.
because it's Avatar 1.
Juan. Yeah, I get it.
There are, if you look on the fandom page for the Avatar cycle,
Hmm.
there are fan names for every single Avatar,
Mm.
but only those 7 have been named within canon.
Right.
Mainly because those are also the only 7 we have ever seen. The main 2 are, of course, Avatar, Korra and Aang. We see Roku and Kyoshi, but he also speaks with Yang Chen and Korvac. No, not Korvac.
Koruk.
While trying to figure out what to do with the Firelord. And we see Avatar 1 in a flashback episode during season 2 of Korra.
Mm-hmm.
Oh no.
Already.
What are you looking at?
You
Don't-
big boy.
She's
I'm
looking
alright.
at self.
I'm gonna stink up
Leave the
your
stink fly
bedroom.
alone. Leave the
Big
stink
I don't know
fly
where it
alone.
is. She's looking at the wall. I don't know where it is. Oh, this
Alright.
is terrifying. I'm sorry.
I will still
Shawnio.
answer my final question, good sir. I recognize that I cannot take the win, but I will take the valor.
This is for your honor,
Can I still steal the
your
point?
glory. Oh, yes. Oh, for sure.
Okay.
Just fully humiliate them.
Let's
Shawnio,
do this.
out of all of the animals in Avatar, which is the strangest?
What kind of question is that? That's definitely a matter of opinion.
It's possible that somebody says it at some point, and I actually think I know the answer.
I think I do too. It's the Earth King's bear, Bosco, because it's a normal bear.
Boo!
It isn't any of the cross platypus bear, owl bear, anything like that.
Okay.
Final
PPD
answer?
reference. Yeah, final answer. It's Bosco the bear.
That is correct.
I was hoping to steal it, but yeah, that's fair. You got it.
It is sort of a trick question. They don't say
No,
it's a
that was-
strange animal,
that
but
was a
they're
good
confused
question.
by the fact that
Yeah.
he's just a bear.
Right. Yeah, that was a good question because we both knew the answer. That was a good question. Solid quiz. I'm glad I took the clever boy quiz, even though I'm not a boy, but I'm very happy.
Was not the clever boy quiz.
I took the clever boy quiz and I survived, but all I got was this lousy
The-
t-shirt.
We can call this one the clever fella quiz.
I fell in love at the clever boy quiz.
Well, this has to make sure. Like, I have to clarify, this is not a clever boy quiz because
Oh,
Matt
do you?
won,
Because I won, and I can't
and
possibly get.
this can't go against his number of wins.
But
Oh,
if
I
I lost,
I
if
understand,
lost,
so
it
I'm
would
not
go
real
against
to
the
you
number of
guys.
losses.
So I don't exist. I see.
No, this is a special game just for you.
Right.
All right, give me 1 second. I'm gonna find and murder this stink bug, please.
Sure.
While you do that, Connor and I can talk about the subject that you know the least about. epic rap battles of history. Connor?
Yeah, so I've been thinking on this ever since you asked the question, and I think it's good that we did take that break because I don't know. My heart keeps going back to Ghostbusters versus Mythbusters because that's the one that I know the most of the I know most of that rap. But if I'm gonna be honest, I think the one that I think is like the best one they've ever done because of just my hyperfixation about this topic in high school is Richard Pryor versus George Carlin. And it also is just another good one where it brings in other people. And I think I really enjoy when they do those ones because it starts out with Richard Pryor, then goes to George Carlin, and then I believe Joan Rivers comes in, and then
Yeah.
Cosby, but then Joan Rivers beats him over the head with a lamp, and out comes Robin Williams. And
that one
Epic
is a
Lo-
very
Epic
good.
Lloyd just does an incredible Robin Williams impression.
Right? I agree.
So I think all around that was a solid one. I also really enjoy the director's one. Alfred Hitchcock, Steven Spielberg,
and then it's got the Stanley Kubrick verse that is just absolutely. So that verse specifically, his and Tarantino's verse in that song were contenders for my best verse. Both of those were contenders.
And then Michael Bay coming in at the end.
I think the best verse is not from what I think is the best battle. I think the best battle overall is Luke Skywalker versus Harry Potter because it's like I think a perfect production.
Right.
But the best verse, bar none, Darth Vader's second verse in the third battle. Let me paint you a picture, son. Portrait of a bitch after World War I. They were serving up the fears to the German people. They're telling the world that the Jews were evil. Even wrote a little book, got them fired up. With a beer hall push, got them fired up. But with your bunker gun and getting fired up, you put a gun in your mouth and fired up. God, it goes hard.
The reason I like the Mythbusters versus Ghostbusters so much is also because of their the Mythbusters first verse. Wow, these raps are like too hot to handle. Let's do it like we do on the Discovery Channel.
Yeah.
Your science is preposterous, the opposite of competent.
The opposite incompetent processing women will give you a
synopsis. Starting with the vacuum cleaner strapped upon your back. It's a fact. Positrons don't react like that. You built the laser grid, no safety switch. Walter Beck was right. That's some shady. You're poor scientist. Or
good thing you work in a firehouse
because you just got burned. You're poor scientist, and that's
confirmed. Yeah, that was solid. That was a solid one.
Well, you guys know too much about this.
Yeah. Well, okay. I was gonna. So Connor,
so something sour.
Is there a way? I was gonna ask you. Is there a way we can show him one and watch his reaction right here? I know it won't be part of the podcast. Screen. I know it won't be part of the podcast, but I would love to show him one and just watch what happens.
Yeah, Connor, share your screen.
Here, I can do it. I got it.
You got one hooked up?
He's already got the whole playlist pulled up.
I don't, but Shawnio does. So
I couldn't find the stink bug, by the way.
Okay, so we just got finished showing Matt the episode or the video. We decided to cut that bit out. If you'd like to see Matt's reaction to it, head on over to our Patreon. We'll upload it right on there for you guys to check out. Matt, what are your thoughts about Epic Rap Battles for History?
I think they're really good. The one I watched, I haven't watched all of them, but I'm sure all of them have some pretty solid burns.
You watched one of the more recent ones. It was Luke Skywalker versus Harry Potter, and it was one of the Lego ones. It's one of my favorites. I think it's the best one.
Mm-hmm.
My opinion. Go on. Sorry.
No, you're good. Yeah, no, absolutely. I probably will be spending a lot of time watching these.
Well, can I rapid fire list you off a bunch of some of the battle competitors? Not like you're not going to listen to the songs. I'm just going to tell you who's fighting each other. Are you ready?
Absolutely.
Mozart versus Skrillex.
Oh my gosh.
Darth Vader versus Hitler. Blackbeard versus Al Capone. Donald Trump versus Ebenezer Scrooge. Stephen King versus Edgar Allan Poe. That one's my number 3 one. That one
sounds good.
It's solid. The guy who does Poe is George Watsky. He's one of my favorite artists. He wrote his entire first verse in iambic pentameter.
Nice. I don't know what that is. But
it's when you stress
5 stressed syllables followed by an unstressed syllable. It's the same way that the Raven was written. He even starts it out with lyrics from the Raven. Once I sat here weak and weary as I spit this, or once upon a midnight dreary as I spit this weak and weary, I will choke this Joker with his own. I will choke this Joker with his own joke until he's teary.
I will choke this Joker with a trochee till his cheeks are teary.
Croaky, yeah.
But you are kind of right, Connor. It is actually 1 stressed syllable, then 1 unstressed. So it's back to back. So it's once upon a midnight dreary as I sat there weak and weary.
Gotcha.
Yeah, like a monotonous thing. But anyway, George Washington versus William Wallace. They did the Ninja Turtles versus the Renaissance artists that they're based on. Zeus versus Thor, Steven Spielberg versus Alfred Hitchcock, David Copperfield versus Harry Houdini, Shaka Zulu versus Julius Caesar, Jim Henson versus Stan Lee, James Bond versus Austin Powers, and one of my personal favorites, Alexander the Great versus Ivan the Terrible.
Nice.
The more modern ones are very solid as well, such as Vlad the Impaler versus Dracula, Pennywise versus
Pennywise versus the Joker is so good. So
Burger
is
King
Jacques
versus
Cousteau
Ronald McDonald.
Yeah, that one's solid. Jacques Cousteau versus Steve Irwin is really good.
Jacques Cousteau versus Steve Irwin.
They also did Mother Teresa versus Sigmund Freud. That one's solid.
John McClane versus John Rambo versus John Wick.
Nice. Listen, I am nothing if not an abnormal first. So I think I'll probably go with the Ninja Turtles one because that's just
that one.
Amazing.
Well, Rhett and Link from Good Mythical Morning have a cameo. They played they played Donatello and Leonardo, I believe, and then Anthony and Ian from OG Smosh play Michelangelo and Raphael.
Oh yeah, even more of a recent.
It's a really solid. There's a lot of like celebrity cameos.
Let's get it on.
Yeah,
there are. Fathers of the Renaissance. We got these streets to kick these three-toe streets back. Techniques to kick these three-toe freaks back under the streets. Ooh, I like to keep it mellow. So let me pass the mic to my man Donatello.
Hard shell, but you're
gross in the middle. Wouldn't want to touch you with a 6-foot chisel. Born and goop, raised in poop. Sliced through a group of men just like fruit. Ooh. Yo, Raphael and I came to flow. Been deemed dope by the Pope, but I'm bones like broke. I'm MC Shredder, but I get the feeling. I should pass the mic to my man on the ceiling. Oh, Michelangelo, and I'm giant. Slay David. I made David, but I slay you like Goliath. I'm a rag god. You can't quite touch me. This is your last battle. Trust me. We got the science. We got the mathematics. The architects. The mathematics. But you beat the foot, but it won't end well when you catch an Italian boot to the half shell.
Have you guys ever watched the scientifically accurate videos?
The scientifically
accurate Ninja Turtles and the scientifically accurate DuckTales were two that my coworkers sent me.
Need to watch scientifically accurate Cat Dog.
Oh, I have to watch that.
Anyways, we could sit here and talk about epic rap battles for the rest of the episode, but I have such a fun topic for you. Shawn, if you'd like to check your email, I just sent you something that you should have access to called Matt Don't Open. Matt, if you'd like to head over to our Google Drive and open that for you, I'm going to explain to the audience and to you what we're going to be doing here. I recently had the opportunity with a other coworker at my other job where we were talking about ChatGPT. and how he was using it to create some scripts that were wild and insane. And I wanted to talk about this topic mainly to also talk about the writer strike that's going on in Hollywood right now, and how important writers are, and how I never think that AI is actually going to take over how writers could be, because I don't think they understand how to connect and flow things. I don't think they understand exactly how to make good writing. And I'm going to prove that to you with this script. So the three of us are going to act out a scene. This is a scene where they put in, this is the prompt that ChatGPT was given. It was create a scene with action and dialogue.
Have you already cast these roles? Because I definitely know who I want to play, unless you have a creative difference.
I have already cast these roles.
Okay.
So this is the prompt that ChatGPT was given. It was create a scene with action and dialogue where Captain America and Mussolini learn to reconcile their differences through conflict. So,
oh no. Okay.
Shawn, if you will, please play Mussolini. Matt, I would love for you to be Captain America, and I'm going to do any scene, stage direction, other characters, things like that. I know you have the shield, but Matt can't do an Italian accent.
No, I definitely can't.
You're still muted, Shawn. you
I
gotta
have
unmute
the whole
yourself.
Captain America suit. Thank you very much. Down to every last detail. I used to cosplay Captain America, and I was very good at it. Thank you very much.
Well, now you're gonna cosplay Mussolini.
Okay.
Now you
I'm
have
not
to
even-
be
I'm-
an Italian dictator.
I'm not okay. Okay.
All right. Do both of you have your scripts pulled up?
Oh
Yeah, I can be. Listen, I can be Mussolini. Okay, I'm very.
I'm reading ahead. I need to stop reading ahead.
I haven't read anything. I'm gonna sight read. I'm gonna sight read all this and show you all my range. This is Shawnio, take one. I'm awesome and I remain awesome. Today I'll be reading the role of Mussolini in legendary play scene ... question mark written by Matt Don't Open. Connor, will you be doing stage directions?
Stage directions and other characters.
Okay.
Wonderful.
The stage is set in a dimly lit room with a large table in the center. Sitting at the table are two individuals, Mussolini dressed in his military uniform and Captain America wearing his signature costume.
So you're telling me that you, Captain America, are just as ticklish as I am?
That's right. I may be a superhero, but I'm still human and ticklish.
I find that hard to believe. I've been known to make grown men cry with my tickling techniques. Italian.
Well, I wouldn't want to challenge you to a tickle-off or anything, but I think I can hold my own.
Is that so? Then perhaps we should ticklish this to the taste.
I'm game if you are.
Mussolini stands from the table and gestures for Captain America to follow him. They walk to the center of the stage and stand facing each other.
Very well. Let's begin.
Captain America braces himself as Mussolini begins to tickle him. After a few moments, Captain America starts laughing uncontrollably.
I'm not.
Matt, do your line. Matt, do your line. Be a professional.
What are you doing? You like when I tickle you?
Matt,
What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? Well, Captain America getting tickled by Mussolini on a table.
Okay.
What are you gonna do? Come on.
Okay, you win. I'm definitely ticklish.
Huh? I knew it. And now it's your turn to tickle me.
Captain America tentatively reaches out to tickle Mussolini, but Mussolini grabs his hand and starts tickling him again.
Hey, got you.
Matt, you need to focus.
I can't. Hey.
It's a me, a Mussolini, a tickle you, a Capitano America. I'm a say, a tickle, you're a say, I am standing for truth and liberty and justice. And if there's one thing I know, it's avenging. And I'm going to say, you're getting a tickle by a Mussolini, a famous Italian dictator. I love Hitler.
None of that was in the script.
No fair. That's cheating.
All's fair in love and war, Captain. Besides, I'm just getting started.
As the two continue to tickle each other, their laughter fills the room. Eventually, they collapse onto the floor in a fit of giggles.
I never would have thought that I'd be tickling the great Mussolini.
And I never thought I'd be tickling a superhero. It just goes to show you that we're all human, no matter our station in life. Cringe. Connor, are you making me read some cringe? This was supposed to be funny. I'm a comedy actor. I do characters. You saw my resume.
Read the scene. Just read the scene.
That's right. And maybe, just maybe, we can find a way to work together and find common ground.
I couldn't agree more, Captain. From now on, let's be allies and not the enemies.
Captain America takes Mussolini's hand and helps him to his feet.
Hey, what you doing?
It's a deal. And maybe we can even have a tickle rematch someday.
You're on, Captain. You're on.
Suddenly, the room is interrupted by the sound of an alarm, and a large screen on the wall flickers. Warning, warning. Emergency broadcast system activated. This is not a drill. This is an emergency announcement.
This is not a drill. This is an emergency announcement.
Read your line.
This is Patrick. What's going on now?
I don't know, but we should listen to the announcement.
On screen, the news anchor appears, looking very distressed. We interrupt this program to bring you breaking news. France just declared war on itself.
What? That's impossible.
Matt.
Captain America, are you hearing this? France just declared the war on
Wait! There's more. Listen.
The reason for the sudden declaration of war is due to the reappearance of Charles de Gaulle, the former French president who passed away over 50 years ago. Reports indicate that he's risen from the dead and declared himself the rightful leader of France.
This cannot be real. You mean this? This cannot be real. You mean the same Charles de Gaulle, the former French president who passed away over 50 years ago? How can the dead man come back to life?
Maybe it's some sort of scientific experiment gone wrong. Or maybe it's a hoax. Regardless, we need to investigate.
Agreed, but what can we do?
We need to go to France and figure out what's going on. We can't let this madness continue.
What, Connor? Can you not differentiate my Italian accents? Do they not sound the same?
Hey, it's me, Scarlett Johansson.
Okay, listen. I went to voice acting school. I know what I'm talking about. Here is what an actual, authentic Italian accent sounds like. Are you ready? All right, cool. Yeah. Are we done telling jokes? Are we done? Okay. Are we ready?
Yeah.
You ready for a theatrical demonstration?
Ready, Eddie, Eddie.
You can put it on your resume that you saw me do this. You know that, right?
I don't think I can put it on my resume that I saw you do this.
No, you can.
I'm going to.
Anyway, here it goes. Ready?
Mm-hmm.
Hey, I'm fucking Italian, you know. I got a fucking mom. She's from Italy, you know. And we eat a lot of fucking pizza. I got your fucking pepperoni right here. Come on.
We're just gonna have to beep the whole thing out.
Associate scream, baby.
It's your line. Matt, I think no,
No, it's
Mussolini's
Mussolini.
line.
Then let's go. We'll put our difference aside and work together to solve this mystery.
That is not your line.
Agreed.
That is. Yeah, it is.
Okay.
No, because you missed agreed, but what can we do?
Oh,
What?
I'm sorry.
No, they did that one, and then I did. We need
All
to
right,
go to
fine,
France.
fine. Sorry. Captain America and Mussolini exit the stage, determined to get to the bottom of the strange situation in France. The stage goes dark, and the audience is left in suspense as to what will happen next.
Oh my god, I wonder what's gonna happen next. Oh, Captain America and Mussolini are gonna make up. No, they're not.
As the stage lights come back on, Captain and Mussolini are shown aboard a steamboat sailing towards France. Suddenly, they are attacked by a horde of undead soldiers who had boarded the ship in secret.
We've got company.
Looks like we'll have to fight our way out, though. Looks like we'll have to fight our way through.
The two engage in battle, and the undead soldiers, using their respective combat skills, to fend them off. Just as it seems that they are about to be overwhelmed, they hear a loud commotion coming from the deck of the ship.
No.
Suddenly, Elon Musk rides into view, mounted on a giant crab.
What?
Giant crab.
Fear
What?
not, comrades. I have come to aid you in battle.
That's a solid Elon. That is a solid Elon impression.
He's been
Elon
practicing that
Musk,
all week.
what are you doing here?
Just doing my part to save the world. Now let's take down these undead scoundrels.
It kind of sounds like a mixture between Obama and Elon Musk, if I'm being honest.
That's what Elon Musk sounds like.
Well, Matthew, honestly,
three-
you wanted to... Well, Matthew, I think you should say your opinion somewhere else. Because if you think that this young man right here, this young Elon, your name was, sounds like me, Barack Hussein Obama, and I think you've got a thing or two that you need to learn about respect.
The three warriors continue their battle against the undead soldiers. Elon Musk using his crab as a powerful weapon. Finally,
I'm Elon Musk.
they manage to defeat the last of their foes.
That was close. We need to keep moving if we are going to stop de Gaulle.
Agreed. We're going to get close to the French coast. Oh, sorry. I forgot that I was not French for a second. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, no.
As the steamboat reaches the shore, the three warriors disembark and continue the journey on land. As they make their way towards Paris, they encounter more of de Gaulle's undead minions. But with their combined efforts, they manage to overcome them.
Wait, can I roll a nature check?
No. We're almost there. I can feel it. You're right. That is more Obama. Hold on. I can do better. We're almost there. I can feel it.
There he is.
We can't let de Gaulle get away with this. We need to stop him before he can cause any more damage.
Then let's finish this.
The trio arrives at the outskirts of Paris. When they confront Charles de Gaulle and his undead army, the final battle is intense. With the three warriors fighting valiantly against their enemies, in the end, they manage to defeat de Gaulle and his minions. We did it. We saved France.
And we couldn't have done it without your help.
Indeed, you truly are a hero, Elon Musk.
As they celebrate their victory, Elon Musk suddenly disappears into thin air, leaving Captain America and Mussolini to stare at each other in confusion.
Did that just happen?
I have no idea, but let's just be thankful for his help and move on.
Captain America and Mussolini exit the stage, leaving the audience wondering what other unexpected twists and turns the adventure may bring. As Captain America and Mussolini exit the stage, a figure steps in from the shadows. It's Mark Fillmore, the former president of the United States, who has been hiding in the background all along.
Foolish mortals.
You thought you could defeat me? I've been pulling the strings all along.
You! What have you done?
I have orchestrated the entire event. I brought the Gaul back from the life and used his army to distract you while I carried out my true plan.
And the what? What was that?
To seize control of the world's power sources and become the supreme leader of the planet.
Gasp!
Captain America and Mussolini charge at Millard Fillmore, engaging in a fierce battle. The fight is intense, and with each side unleashing their most powerful attacks.
I have a shield.
Finally,
I have a tally.
after a long and grueling struggle, Captain America lands the finishing blow.
It's over. We've stopped him.
Indeed, we make quite the team, don't we?
We do, and I'm just glad it's finally over.
The two warriors exit the stage, leaving the audience to revel in their victory over the villainous Millard Fillmore. The stage goes dark and the curtains close, signaling the end to this epic adventure. As the curtains reopen, Captain America and Mussolini find themselves walking down a dark alley. Suddenly, a group of Bulgarian stockbrokers emerge from the shadows, blocking their path. Well, what do we have here? Look like we've caught ourselves some interlopers.
We don't want any trouble. We just want to get out of here.
But we are not afraid of a fight if we have to.
Oh, we know you're not afraid to fight, but we've got a little surprise for you. The Bulgarian stockbrokers start to sing a catchy tune, and soon, Captain America and Mussolini find themselves joining in. As they sing and dance, the Bulgarian stockbrokers become increasingly disoriented, allowing the two heroes to slip past them unnoticed.
That was close. Good thing we know how to handle Bulgarian stockbrokers.
Indeed, I never thought I'd be using the power of a song and a friendship to defeat our enemies.
The two heroes exit the stage, singing and dancing their way into the night. As the curtains close once more, the audience is left in a sense of satisfaction and a desire to join in on the fun. As the curtains slowly reopen, Mussolini is left standing alone on the stage. He takes a deep breath and begins his monologue.
It is true that fascism promises many things. Unity, strength, and power. But in reality, it only leads to pain, suffering, and the oppression of the masses. I've seen this firsthand, and I can tell you with certainty that the pursuit of fascism will only result in ruin for us all. But there is something else that I have come to realize. A nation's slumber one duty is not to the wealthy or the powerful, but to the obese. They are the backbone of our society, the ones who keep our economy moving and our hearts full. We must do everything in our power to protect them, to uplift them, and to ensure them that they are given the respect and the dignity that they deserve.
Connor, you're still muted.
Connor's muted, but don't worry, because I'm gonna fill the air with some little song that I will write until he's ready now.
With his message delivered, Mussolini exits the stage, leaving the audience to ponder the weight of his words. As the curtains continue to close once more, it is clear that this strange and surreal journey has left an indelible impression on all those who witnessed it.
I'm sorry, but that word was indelible. Curtains! Oh, that was a great show, guys. Wonderful. Can't wait for the reunion. Okay, you're gonna bill me. You're gonna just send my check to my agent. Okay, it was really great. Yeah, yeah. Love doing off-Broadway productions. Yeah. Oh no. Yeah. Sure. Yeah. We can keep in touch. My number's 55. Yeah. See you later. Bye. God, what a dork. Oh, you were listening to that. Ooh, that's embarrassing for you. Now you have to live with the fact that I don't like you, and I don't. Yeah, I don't like you.
So that's how Shawn
Are you guys
feels.
just
What did
gonna
you
let me
think,
keep
Matt?
talking? Like,
You
yeah,
know,
right.
I really
I
thought
think-
you would stop at some point, but
I don't
listen.
stop.
Listen, I think we should have an episode with Trey and Shawn at the same time. Do you know how amazing that would
too
be?
much power. That's too powerful.
It's too much gay.
Who is this warrior you speak of? The one they call Trey.
Great
Trey is one of
friend
our friends from college. If you haven't listened to episode 4 of the podcast, you should.
Finally, a worthy adversary. One to finally challenge my might and prowess amongst these foolish mortals. For now, I will meet the one they call Trey, and I will vanquish thee. Yes!
Well, thank you all so much for listening to this week's episode of The Garlic Boys. With the end of this episode brings an incredibly wonderful announcement that we are bringing to you. We've teased this a few weeks ago on our Instagram, and we've been dropping breadcrumbs of it in the main episode, but we are finally ready to announce the launch of our second podcast called TDB One Shots. This is a campaign through the D&D 5e experience where we are playing as 4 characters that were once metallic dragons that were changed into humanoid creatures that each week go on a different adventure into a different group of adventurers' bodies and try and do their best to bring some level of peace and goodness to the world. This is a show that it will star both myself and Matt and 2 of our friends, Vaptor Like Raptor and Mug. And the show is being dungeon mastered or game mastered, whichever term you like to use, by Shawnio themselves. Shawnio, how do you feel about one shots so far?
So far, so good. You guys are a pretty decent and competent crew. You've made some really fun characters, and I'm actually going to give you 2 a little bit of an insight into what our next series of campaigns is going to be. This time, we've been playing in a palace, and we've been level 11 or 10 characters. I can't remember exactly what. 10, level 10. And you guys are going to finish up with that in the next session. But then after that, we're going to run a 6 to 10 mini series one shot in space.
Yes. Oh my gosh. I can't oh my gosh. I have been wanting to play a space campaign.
We're going to space,
for
baby.
A solid
I'm taking
decade.
y'all to the Rock of Brawl.
Now,
Oh my
unfortunately
gosh.
for those listening, it'll be a few weeks until you're able to hear that. But if that doesn't intrigue you into what we're doing over there, I don't know what will. Look out for the announcement about one shots on all of our social medias, and you can find it on Spotify or on Acast, where we'll be posting it through, or wherever you get your podcasts, such as the one you're listening to right now. If you'd like to know what our socials are so you can look out for that, you can find us at The Garlic Boys at The Garlic Boys on Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok. You can support us on Patreon. Lowest price on there is $3. And you can find us on YouTube for video versions of this podcast at youtube.com/@thegarlicboys. And Shawnio, if there anything you'd like to plug your socials or anything else that you're doing?
Hey, Connor.
Yes.
Thanks for having me, bud.
It was great having you. It was a lot of fun.
It was
Is it-
great having me. No, really, I greatly appreciate you having me on your podcast. I'm a really big fan of the show, and I will say that if you have me on again, the next time that I will come on, I will play your intro song on the drums that are behind me. I'm already working on learning how to play it, and I know the clickety part at the beginning. I'm happy to play it for you. But yeah, you guys can all follow me everywhere. I'm Firelord Shawnio everywhere. So just find me on the stuff and follow me, or don't. If you find me, you'll like my content. I do like ADHD based content. It's neat.
ADHD based content. Couldn't relate. Matt,
Doesn't
any
relate
final
at
thoughts?
all.
Oh no! Oh, by the way, Matt, how's the medicine going, bud? I just heard the last episode.
Yeah, not great actually. So the medic I was taking Wellbutrin.
Right.
Didn't work.
I've personally had a bad experience with Wellbutrin as well.
Yeah, it didn't actually do anything at all. And now I'm taking Concerta. It's not doing a thing. I've been taking about a week.
Are you open-minded to feedback?
Absolutely, I am.
So I'm ADHD. I've been diagnosed since I was 9.
Could we do the feedback off air?
Oh,
Sure.
yeah.
Sorry, I don't mean to interrupt that.
I do-
You're fine. I might forget. You're right. You got a podcast. to edit.
I
just
do have
running
a
long,
final
so-
thought though. Can I do a final thought?
Yeah.
Awesome. Thanks, Shawn. Matt, what is your final thought?
Life is like a hurricane here in Duckburg.
You heard him. And as always, thank you for listening. And remember to
Stay garlicky.
stay
Don't say garlicky here. Stay garlicky.
So what kind of character should I play?
Well,
Faith character.
I'm going to
Well,
play a moon
I want-
cheese.
real quick.